Mercedes has always been about the perfect blend between innovation and technology on the one hand, but this timeless elegance on the other hand, you know, the aspect of the desirability of Mercedes. We have really smart engineers that get this down to the lowest drag that you can possibly think of, but at the same time, it's absolutely beautiful.
Mercedes' new engine is going to destroy the entire car industry. In an era where technological innovation fuels the fast-paced evolution of the automotive industry, there's a revelation coming on the horizon that could completely transform the landscape. The Mercedes CEO, Ola Källenius, has announced an engine so powerful it has the potential to topple everything we thought we knew about car manufacturing, and it is sending shockwaves through the industry. Could this engine truly be the catalyst for a seismic shift in the car industry? Could we be standing on the brink of a revolution? What is really happening? It's no secret that the world is rapidly shifting towards electrification, with electric vehicles stealing the spotlight. But here's the twist. Combustion engine technology isn't heading for the grave just yet. In fact, Mercedes is gearing up for serious investments in this area. Mercedes-Benz is on the cutting edge of automotive innovation, and their latest revelation is turning heads. The M139 engine. This powerhouse is not just another engine. It's being celebrated as the world's most powerful production four-cylinder engine. This marvel of engineering is set to make waves not only for its impressive capabilities, but also for its potential to reshape the landscape of the high-performance segment. The buzz around the M139 is electric. Everyone, consumers and industry experts alike, can't stop talking about it. This engine has people genuinely excited about its potential to shake up the high-performance market. So let's talk about what makes this engine so extraordinary and why it's such a big deal for the automotive world. But before that, take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Performance. The M139 delivers an astounding 416 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. Now, those figures aren't just impressive, they're downright jaw-dropping, especially considering we're discussing a four-cylinder engine as it translates into a specific output of about 208 horsepower. This engine holds the title of being one of the most powerful series production four-cylinder engine in existence. Now, you might be wondering just how significant this performance really is. The M139 doesn't just surpass its predecessor, the M133, in a minor way. We're talking a leap of nearly 40 horsepower. Imagine stepping into a sports car and feeling that rush of power. Now amplify it. That's the kind of adrenaline you get with the M139. It's a true testament to the advancements in engine technology, blending efficiency and brute strength in a way that is seriously hard to ignore. As impressive as these engineering techniques are, they don't stand alone. The M139 is packed with advanced components that elevate its performance even further. Let's start with its twin-scroll turbocharger, which showcases some serious innovation. Featuring roller bearing technology, this turbocharger achieves faster spool-up times, up to a jaw-dropping 169,000 revolutions per minute. This means the engine can produce boost levels of up to 2.1 bar, which not only increases power output, but also enhances drivability by significantly reducing turbo lag. Picture this: you're merging onto a highway, and with a swift touch of the pedal, you're off, feeling that surge of power just like a rocket taking flight. Next up is a groundbreaking achievement in automotive fuel delivery, the two-stage fuel injection system. This is a historic first for the automotive industry and one of the standout features of the M139. By utilizing piezo injectors for direct fuel injection into the combustion chambers, coupled with solenoid valves for manifold injection at higher RPMs, this system optimizes fuel delivery like never before. The result? Enhanced combustion efficiency and a significant boost in overall power output. It's a sophisticated dance of precision and performance that keeps everything running smoothly and powerfully. Now, let's examine the innovation in the M139 cylinder liners, which are treated with nanoslide technology, a technique borrowed from the high-stakes world of Formula One racing. What does this mean for you? It reduces friction, which not only enhances durability, but also improves thermal conductivity. This thermal efficiency is essential during high-performance operation, allowing the engine to maintain optimal temperatures no matter how hard you push it. With nanoslide technology, the M139 doesn't just perform confidently, it thrives under the most intense conditions. But wait, the surprises don't stop there. When we put the M139 against some of the heavyweights in the industry, this engine doesn't just hold its own, it shines. In fact, its specific output surpasses that of many renowned performance engines. The M139 engine is engineered to deliver jaw-dropping performance that rivals even some sports cars with larger engines. That's the kind of experience the M139 promises. So what really sets this engine apart? The answer lies in its advanced engineering techniques. Mercedes-Benz has pulled out all the stops, incorporating cutting-edge technologies that not only enhance performance, but also improve efficiency. For instance, the M139 comes with innovative features like twin-scroll turbocharging and variable valve timing. These advancements mean that the engine can respond quickly to driver commands while maintaining fuel efficiency, two qualities that often clash in traditional automotive engineering. The twin-scroll turbocharger is a real showstopper here. Instead of relying on a single exhaust stream, this system cleverly uses two separate flutes to maximize the energy from the exhaust gas, making it more efficient. This means faster power delivery and reduced turbo lag, so when you tap that accelerator, the car is ready to launch without that annoying delay. Couple that with variable valve timing, and you've got a recipe for a powerhouse of an engine. This technology allows the engine to adjust its valve timing based on speed and load, which means it optimally uses fuel under different driving conditions. Now let's shift gears and discuss how this engine is impacting the market dynamics of high-performance vehicles. As automakers around the globe scramble to capture the attention of performance junkies, Mercedes-Benz has positioned itself strategically with the M139. The performance segment is not just about power, it's also about innovation and sustainability. With consumers increasingly interested in eco-friendliness, Mercedes is hitting the sweet spot by delivering an engine that balances high performance with lower emissions. This means that driving enthusiasts can indulge their passion for speed without compromising their commitment to the environment. Revolutionary engineering. One of the standout aspects of the M139 engine is its engineering techniques, which are nothing short of revolutionary. Let's talk about the unique 180-degree engine orientation. You won't find this traditional layout here. Instead, the M139 has flipped convention on its head by positioning the intake system at the front and moving the exhaust manifold and turbocharger against the firewall. This game-changing arrangement optimizes airflow dynamics, which effectively reduces intake resistance. The shorter distance between the intake and turbocharger minimizes turbo lag, giving drivers an exhilarating throttle response that makes acceleration feel instantaneous. Imagine hitting the gas and feeling the engine come alive without hesitation. Now that's a thrill. With all that power, weight management becomes essential, and the M139 excels here too. The construction of this engine utilizes lightweight materials that are critical for maintaining high performance. At the core, you'll find a chill-cast aluminum crankcase that offers exceptional rigidity while keeping things light. Pair that with forged aluminum pistons and a lighter forged steel crankshaft, and you've got an agile engine that responds eagerly to your commands. Think of it like shedding unnecessary weight before a big race. The M139 is built for speed, but let's not forget the importance of keeping things cool under pressure. High-performance engines generate substantial heat, and that's where the M139's advanced cooling systems come into play. By incorporating an air-to-water intercooler and an electric water pump, this engine manages thermal dynamics brilliantly. The electric water pump not only reduces parasitic losses, but also ensures precise temperature management, allowing the engine to operate optimally even under extreme driving conditions. That means you can push this machine to its limits without worrying about overheating. Now that's confidence in engineering. Putting all these groundbreaking features together, the M139 engine emerges as a true engineering marvel, encapsulating what modern automotive innovation is all about. It's not just about the raw numbers, the horsepower and torque. It's about the comprehensive approach to creating an engine that performs brilliantly while remaining agile and efficient. The M139 is designed not just for speed, but for a seamless driving experience that enhances every moment behind the wheel. And as if that wasn't enough to wow you, let's consider how these engineering breakthroughs set the M139 apart in a sea of competitors. Car enthusiasts and experts alike are already buzzing about the engine's potential to raise the performance stakes across the board. High-performance vehicles often hinge on one key question: how can I maximize all available resources to create an unrivaled driving experience? The M139 answers that question confidently, offering solutions that don't just elevate one aspect of an engine, but enhance its entire character. As we continue to explore the significance of the M139, the narrative remains clear. It's not just about engineering prowess, it's also about the visceral thrill of driving. With every innovation, every design choice, and every attention to detail, the M139 is crafted to forge a deeper connection between the driver and the performance. It's an invitation to experience speed and handling in a way that few can offer, a call to embrace the exhilarating side of automotive adventure. Sustainability meets speed. As the automotive industry dives headfirst into the challenge of balancing performance with sustainability, Mercedes-Benz is leading the charge with innovation and ambition. Among its groundbreaking developments, the M139 engine takes center stage, beautifully showcasing how high-performance engineering can coexist with goals aimed at achieving remarkable fuel efficiency and drastically reducing carbon emissions. This intricate balance isn't just a clever marketing ploy. It represents a deep-rooted philosophy that prioritizes both thrilling driving experiences and a sincere commitment to environmental responsibility. Mercedes-Benz is not just talking the talk about fuel efficiency, they are setting some seriously ambitious goals. As global regulations tighten around emission standards, the brand has responded with a commitment to meet and exceed these expectations. Let's talk about how the M139 engine perfectly embodies this vision. By opting for a 4-cylinder configuration, Mercedes isn't just reducing weight, but also slashing overall fuel consumption relative to traditional 6-cylinder engines. What's particularly exciting is that these 4-cylinder engines are naturally more efficient, especially in low-load scenarios. Think of the stop-and-go traffic in urban settings where fuel economy can take a serious hit. The M139 rises to the occasion here, combining this efficient configuration with the integration of mild hybrid systems in many vehicles. This hybrid technology enhances torque delivery and minimizes dependency on the internal combustion engine during starts and climbs, making those everyday driving conditions feel like a breeze. Now, let's dive into the analysis of the multifaceted strategy that Mercedes employs to attain superior fuel efficiency in its combustion engines. One of the first tools in their arsenal is variable valve timing. Picture this: as you accelerate or decelerate, the M139 conveniently adjusts the timing of the intake and exhaust valves based on the driving situation. This real-time optimization enhances airflow at various revolutions per minute, contributing not only to improved fuel economy but also to maintaining powerful output. You get that sweet spot where efficiency meets power without sacrificing one for the other, creating a truly stellar driving experience. Thermal dynamics. The thermal efficiency of the Mercedes-AMG M139 engine truly steals the spotlight. This standout feature plays a crucial role in not just performance, but also sustainability, showing that you can have your cake and eat it too in the high-performance engine world. So what exactly does thermal efficiency mean? Simply put, it refers to how effectively an engine converts the heat from fuel into usable work. Let's dive deeper into how the M139 excels in this arena. One of the most impressive aspects of the M139 is its high compression ratio of 9:1. What does that mean for you as a driver? Well, a higher compression ratio allows for a more complete combustion of fuel, translating into greater power output while using less fuel overall. In an age when fuel efficiency is increasingly important, this feature positions the M139 as a strong contender among its competitors. Picture this: you're tearing down the highway, and not only are you enjoying exhilarating acceleration, but you're doing it while being more efficient in your fuel use. That's a win-win. One of the crown jewels of this initiative is Mercedes-Benz's electrification strategy. By 2030, the company has ambitious plans to electrify its entire lineup, which means a significant reduction in carbon dioxide emissions from those traditional combustion engines we all know and love. This transition isn't merely about swapping gas for electric, it's about expanding the EQ lineup of electric vehicles, which are designed from the ground up to be sustainable without sacrificing that signature Mercedes luxury or performance you're used to. Imagine driving a vehicle that's not just quick, but also less harmful to the environment. It's the best of both worlds. Anticipation peaks. As we gear up for the highly anticipated launch of new vehicles featuring the M139 engine, the excitement swirling around the automotive community is palpable. Mercedes-AMG, the brand synonymous with high-performance engineering, is set to unveil a lineup that includes some seriously exhilarating models. With specifications that are turning heads, build anticipation is soaring to dizzying heights. Now, let's dive into why expectations are particularly high for these vehicles. Analysts and car enthusiasts alike have their eyes glued to how this robust engine performs, especially in the areas of acceleration and handling dynamics. For context, previous models have already set a high bar. Take, for instance, the CLA 45, which clocked an impressive 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. Talk about a thrill ride. With the M139 engine under the hood, fans are eager to see if these newer models can push the envelope even further, potentially achieving even more mind-blowing acceleration figures. The chatter around these possibilities feels electric, doesn't it? Now, what about consumer enthusiasm? Let's just say it's through the roof. Car enthusiasts are practically buzzing with excitement at the thought of owning a vehicle powered by such a cutting-edge engine. The M139 isn't just any engine, it's a power-packed masterpiece that marries high performance with top-notch technology. This blend makes it exceptionally appealing to those on the hunt for not just a car, but an exhilarating driving experience. Let's face it, who doesn't want the thrill of speed without having to compromise on everyday practicality? The perspective of being able to zip around town on weekends while still managing daily errands effectively. That's the sweet spot many drivers are looking for, and we can't overlook the media. Automotive journalists have already begun to weigh in, and the early reviews are glowing. This engine is racking up praise for pushing the boundaries of what's possible in engine technology and design. One of the standout features that has caught the attention of critics is the innovative two-stage fuel injection system, which optimizes performance in a sleek and efficient manner. Combine that with advancements in turbocharging, and you've got yourself an engine that stands toe-to-toe with many of its rivals and maybe even outshines them. But how does this engine stand against competition? Volkswagen EA888. With its latest iteration, known as the EA888 LK3 Evo 4, this powerhouse is not for the faint of heart. We're talking about a robust output of around 400 horsepower, coupled with significant torque figures that really put the pedal to the metal. That's what every driver craves when they're looking to unleash an exhilarating driving experience. But the EA888 isn't just about raw power. It has a beefy design that opens the door for extensive tuning and modifications. Car enthusiasts adore this quality, as it allows them to personalize their vehicles to meet their own performance and driving style preferences. Whether you're looking to boost power further, enhance efficiency, or simply enjoy the satisfaction of crafting a one-of-a-kind ride, the EA888 is a solid foundation to build upon. While the EA888 shines in its drivability and day-to-day usability, the M139 screams performance. It's all about delivering that exhilarating, jaw-dropping rush of power that enthusiasts dream about. The M139 is engineered to push boundaries and give drivers a true taste of speed, perfect for those moments when you crave that sheer adrenaline rush. We're talking about impressive horsepower figures that elevate the driving excitement to a whole new level. This isn't just about numbers, it's the very essence of what the AMG brand stands for: performance at the forefront. When you slip into the driver's seat of an AMG model equipped with the M139, you immediately feel the engine's raw energy coursing through the vehicle. The moment you press that accelerator, there's a palpable thrill in the air, as if the car itself is eager to leap forward. When we analyze the spirited rivalry between the EA888 and the M139, it becomes clear that both engines have carved their unique niches in the automotive landscape. It's fascinating to see how one focuses on creating an enjoyable, balanced driving experience, while the other is laser focused on defining what performance truly means. Now let's talk about a significant force that's shaping the automotive landscape today: regulatory challenges. Brace yourself. The world of emissions regulations is tightening like a vice grip, and the automotive industry is feeling the crunch. This isn't just a minor hurdle, it's a game changer that drastically influences how cars are engineered and how consumers make their choices. Global emissions regulations. Picture this: regulatory bodies worldwide are cracking down like never before, especially in Europe. The European Union in particular has set the bar incredibly high with ambitious targets aimed at slashing carbon dioxide emissions. Think about it. By 2021, they mandated that the average emissions be capped at a mere 95 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer. It doesn't stop there. Even stricter limits are lurking just around the corner, expected by 2025. This pressure forces manufacturers, like the esteemed Mercedes-Benz, to innovate at a breakneck pace. Forget the old ways. If they want to play in this arena, they must create vehicles that not only perform exceptionally, but also adhere to these stringent regulations. Let's dive deeper into how this impacts engineering. Take the M139 engine as a stellar example of what's happening behind the scenes at Mercedes-Benz. In response to these regulations, the company has crafted a highly efficient four-cylinder engine. This isn't merely about keeping emissions in check, it's also about striking that elusive balance between delivering gut-punching power while remaining environmentally compliant. Mercedes-Benz is showing that you can be on the cutting edge of performance while still being a responsible player in the automotive game. Now let's switch gears and talk about something equally important: consumer preferences. The tides are turning. As more people wake up to the reality of climate change, their purchasing habits are pivoting towards sustainability. Gone are the days when raw power alone drove a car sale. Today, consumers are on the lookout for vehicles that don't just pack a punch, but also tread lightly on our planet. The demand for eco-friendly options is on the rise, growing like wildfire. More and more potential buyers are seeking out cars that resonate with their values regarding sustainability. They want the thrill of speed without the guilt of high emissions hanging over their heads. In response, Mercedes-Benz is stepping up to the plate, committing to a future filled with electrification and hybridization. This isn't just a marketing gimmick, it's a reflection of the evolving expectations of consumers who are increasingly discerning about how their vehicles contribute to or mitigate environmental impact. Long-term plans. The company has clearly recognized that while the future is undoubtedly electric, there's still a significant thirst for high-performance combustion engines, especially within the luxury segments. This isn't just a fleeting moment, it's about understanding the market and evolving alongside it. Mercedes has laid out a clear roadmap that embraces electrification while still investing in advanced combustion technologies. One of the key strategies is hybridization. Mercedes has exciting plans to integrate hybrid systems across its entire lineup. This means that you can expect a seamless transition between combustion and electric power in various models. The M139, for instance, is primed to pair beautifully with mild hybrid technology, amplifying performance without sacrificing efficiency. Imagine the thrill of responsive acceleration blended with eco-friendliness. How cool is that? Now, let's dive into the efficiency improvements that the M139 engine brings to the table. This engine showcases cutting-edge technologies like variable valve timing and turbocharging, designed to maximize fuel efficiency and power output. The focus is squarely on enhancing thermal efficiency while also aiming to cut emissions. Mercedes recognizes the growing environmental consciousness among consumers, so keeping combustion engines relevant in a world that's getting increasingly eco-minded is essential. Speaking of sustainability, Mercedes has set its sights on ambitious goals to achieve carbon neutrality by 2039. This isn't just talk, it reflects a comprehensive strategy that tackles emissions from vehicles and optimizes manufacturing processes, as well as entire supply chains. One of the tools they're using to achieve these objectives is the MO360 data platform. This innovative platform enhances production efficiency and minimizes the overall environmental impact throughout the manufacturing process. How does Mercedes plan to position itself amidst these evolving market dynamics? Strategy for a competitive future. Let's talk about digital transformation, embracing Industry 4 technologies. Think AI, robotics, and real-time data analytics allows Mercedes to streamline operations and adapt quickly to changes in the market. This integration makes for smarter production processes that can easily shift to meet fluctuating consumer demands. It's a tech-savvy strategy at its finest. But that's not all. Mercedes is also expanding its product portfolio in a significant way. By rolling out a diverse range of electric and hybrid vehicles alongside their traditional models, the company aims to cater to a broader customer base. The introduction of the EQ lineup is a prime example of this strategy in action. These vehicles prioritize sustainability while ensuring that luxury and performance are never left behind. Imagine driving a car that not only feels good on the road, but also contributes to a cleaner planet. Now, let's focus on a particularly dynamic aspect of this strategy: global markets. In regions like China, where the demand for electric vehicles is rapidly surging, Mercedes is taking careful steps to introduce new models tailored to local preferences. This localized approach is a savvy move, allowing the brand to remain competitive against emerging domestic players in the ever-evolving EV sector. It's like they're crafting a customized experience for each market, ensuring that every driver finds something that speaks to them. We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this revolutionary engine? Do you believe it will truly transform the car industry as predicted? Share your opinions and insights in the comments below.